Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be around the world. Hey, I have a quick question for you. How old are you? Or should I say, how old do you feel? Versus how old are you? I know for me, I'm 60. Now, I don't know what it's like, but for me, I tell people I'm 60, I feel like I'm 80. It's just the feels. But I have to say, there was a time when I was well. You know, when you're well, you feel good, you're active, you participate in everyday life, going out into the community and whatnot. I enjoyed it when I was in close to my mid-40s, because that was right before I had my weight loss surgery. But I have to say that being in my 40s, I didn't feel it. I did feel much younger because of being active and just life in general. But I have to chuckle because here I am today, and over the weekend I was doing some decluttering out of my bedroom. I've been going through my closet, and I've been going through my drawers, ridding of things. They tell you if there's things that you haven't worn in over a year or a period of time, pass it on to somebody else, because more than likely you're not going to wear it. But that's just how I am. So I was decluttering my closet and my drawers, and I'm going through my clothes, and it's like, oh, those clothes were so awesome. I loved shopping and dressing and coming up with outfits to wear for work. It was one of the things that, I don't know, it was just a pick-me-up. I always worried about how I looked and always wanted to look nice and professional. And going through my drawers, I had to chuckle because I'm seeing these clothes that I used to wear and I haven't worn, and I'm thinking to myself, would I wear that today? Really? I have a pair of jeans, but I can honestly say I struggle to put those jeans on. And it's not that they're too small or anything like that. It's just the type of jeans that they are. They're like a skinny jeans, so they cling to your legs, and you know, they do that tummy control and all of that. That's not for me anymore. Maybe the skirts still. I loved wearing a good skirt, maybe with some clogs or a boot and a nice boho type of top. I love dressing in layers. It was just always so much fun, putting on the makeup, doing my hair. And then I stop and I'm thinking of where I'm at today with all of this. So, of course, decluttering my drawers and my closet, I cleaned them out pretty well because I had to get real honest with myself and ask myself, Beth, are you really going to wear that again? Do you think you'd look right in that now? Is that in your eyes dressing? Only word that comes to mind is appropriate, but I never was revealing of anything when I dressed. But I just love dressing up. And no, there was a lot of clothing that I could not see myself wearing now. Why? Because of partly my health, the comfort and the ease of wearing clothing. I struggle with having tight-fitting clothes anymore. I like to be comfortable. So what do? Here I am. I'm sitting in my chair and I'm watching QVC. You heard it from me. The QVC queen. I love QVC. I've watched that ever since my kids were little. When my Justin was just growing up, I can remember buying toys and stuff off of QVC when they first started. That's how I got my son's Christmas stuff. My husband tells me that I'm crazy for shopping on QVC. He won't pay those prices. Some of the prices are crazy, some of the prices aren't. If you know how good something is, I would rather pay a little more for better quality than to save money and to buy something that may be cheap and not hold up well. So for me, QVC was always my shopping spot. And I love 2 of the clothing designers. Well, actually 3. But over the weekend, they had Fashion Weekend. And I'm watching, and I'm just so excited about it. Because I'm seeing all these clothes, and I'm making a little wish list of, oh my God, I love that. Wouldn't that look nice on me? Oh, that's just my color. And then I got to thinking, oh dear, I don't know about you, but the prices of things have went up since I've purchased certain things in a while. Being clothing and stuff, it's really going up in price. But that's one of the reasons why I loved QVC always, because being with QVC, I was able to shop and get things that perhaps I wouldn't have gotten originally, only because they have easy pay. I could get something and payments were broke down into non-interest, and you get 5 months or however much you want to pay something off. But normally it's 5 months. So you may look at a piece of clothing and think that it's just wonderful for like $39.99, and times that or divide that by 5, $8 a month interest free. That was me. That was my way to be able to get things that normally I wouldn't be able to purchase outright. But here I am, I'm watching QVC and these clothes and making my list, like I said, and I'm thinking to myself, these are all clothes that I would have gotten if I worked. If I was working, it would have been something that I would have picked up, because you have fall coming. But I had to stop myself, and it sort of hurt my heart a little bit because I'm not working anymore, not by my choice. But I loved to dress and to get ready for work. And for me to spend money on clothing items now, to me, it's not worth it in a sense. I can get essentials to wear and to be comfy, which I have. I found me some really nice pants that are liquid knit. They like flow on your body, so you don't feel so restrictive and tight and bindy. So I was able to get a nice pair of pants, and for me, I layer my tops. That way I can take one off to become comfortable. You know how it is, us women, as we get older, and those hot flashes and everything else that goes on in our bodies. But I was able to pick up a few nice items, and I can't wait to wear them. No, I don't work, but you know what I thought? It wouldn't hurt to have a couple new things to freshen up my wardrobe, and to have something nice to wear when I come on and do my videos. Because I don't go out, I don't travel that much. I may get in my car and go for a little ride, but that's about it. I do have struggles walking, so I can't walk that far. But that's okay. I work all that out. But I just wanted to find out how you feel when it comes to your age versus how old you actually feel. You know, it doesn't take a study to determine that we're getting old, or that we grow old, or we age, and what our age is compared to what we feel. I wish I still felt 43. I had so much gumption, so much energy, so high on life. But today's scripture, it's from Isaiah. It brings all of this around. I had to chuckle when I opened up my book to do my study today. I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 46, verses 3 and 4. Since the day you were born, I have carried you along. I will still be the same when you are old and gray. I will take care of you. I created you. I will carry you and always keep you safe. Isn't that so encouraging? Such an encouraging word. And again, that's from the book of Isaiah. And you know, the prophet Isaiah reminds us of God's provisions throughout the life of everyone who's faithful to him. I have upheld you since birth and have carried you since you were born. So as we stew and fret over getting older, we're reminded that God is still with us. His promises, even to your old age and gray hairs, I am He. I am He who sustain you, whatever age you are. Or the 20% younger version you imagine yourself to be. Embrace today's promise that God has made. And that is, I have made you, and I will carry you. Isn't it something how we can just be doing everyday things and how the Lord speaks to us? I don't know about you, but it's so bittersweet when, let's say, something like the weekend, doing my decluttering and stuff, watching and purchasing a few items to freshen my wardrobe. And then I do my devotions, and it's like it just tied everything together. And it made sense to me. Because I'll be honest, me going through those clothes in those drawers, hey, I had to slap my patties so I wouldn't put them clothes back in the drawer of the closet thinking that one day I'm going to get into them. No, Beth, you're not going to get into them one day. Let's admit on where we are today and move forward as we are. So in me telling me that to myself, it made it easier to accept, yes, we're born and we're meant to live life and to grow old. For some, life is life, but I had to chuckle because here I am thinking, I wanted this, I wanted that, and why did I want it? It wasn't making sense to me, but it does now. So tell me in the comments below, only if you want to now. I'll make it easy for you. Well, no, I can't do that because then I'm trying to think of how we can do this, friends, because I'm curious to what you think. What you think about growing older and what age you feel inside. I'll tell you what. How about if you share in the comments how old do you feel versus how old you actually are? And are there any ways that you may wrestle and have concerns as you age, as I age? Do you have any concerns about aging? I'd be curious to know. So please, share your comments or your insight. I know, it's not nice to ask somebody for their age. I would never do that. If you feel free or feel confident to share that, you can. I just thought that it was interesting coming over this. How old do you feel versus how old you actually are? There we go. I just said it. But anyway, I'd like to encourage you, if you get a chance, and if you do devotions, what do you think of the book of Isaiah? It's gotten me so far, but I love so many other stories too. But Isaiah, I have to say, the book of Isaiah has really helped me heal from various life situations. But there you go, friends. I hope that you have an awesome day, evening, night, wherever you are around the world. And if you like the content, and if you'd like to help the channel grow, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. It does help with channel growth, and I'd appreciate it, but only if you'd like to see more of me. Until next time, friends, be blessed, and remember, rekindled love with Beth. I want you to know, regardless of what you're going through, it'll be all right. Until next time.